Hey people, I am 30 and welcome back to Return of Caesar here in Crusader Kings 3, playing as the Roman Empire and playing as Gaius Julius Caesar, the Bloodfather High Priest of Jupiterism High Priesthood. And in the last episode we finally got the Pax Romana happening, because we have finally taken back everything that used to belong to the ancient Roman Empire during the reign of Trajan and Hadrian, those times when the empire were at its greatest extent, basically. And that extent got even further because, as someone said, one of my vassals actually took a big chunk of Norway, which is kind of interesting. So I think I was going to grant this little dude here to the King of Sweden, because I don't actually want him myself beneath me. So have fun with that one. That's good. I like it when they take things down. I would like if they took all of these things down. We have some kingdoms here which are powerful enough to do it themselves. We also have this theocracy with an archpriestess, which is actually a heathen, so that's a bad thing. I don't think we can actually convert her though, so I'm not going to bother about that. As long as I don't have a naughty faction with also through people, I don't think it's going to be any issues. What I could do though is actually do some... That's an old woman, but still, I'm gonna murder this one. And I'm gonna murder this one as well. And I'm gonna use that to just get rid of those two people, and maybe I will find someone which I could convert eventually. Which is the thing that I want to aim for. But what we're gonna try and aim for now is actually conquering in the direction of Genghis, because we want to encounter this guy. What I really want to see if he's actually feeling cocky enough to attack us, or if I have to attack him. I think he's not going to attack us because we have twice the amount of troops that he does, even more than twice the amount of troops. But I feel confident enough that we can take him on. We're actually very close up here, as we can see. There's only a few counties in between there. There's only a few counties in between here as well. I think I want to take this guy down as well, but that's maybe something that could happen by itself. This guy. Who's your allies? They're unimportant. That's good. Conquer duchy. That's a good duchy. Or it's actually a decent duchy, but it's really big when you look at the size of it. So that's something. At least that's something. I like when things look big on the map. It makes you just feel like your empire is such a big thing. It's like when I used to play Empire Total War back in the days. And I always played as Sweden, obviously. And as Sweden, you always want to attack Russia, because you're always fighting as Russia, as Sweden in Empire Total War. Generally, that's like your biggest opponent. And I always like to take all of these cities, like here in Siberia. They were basically not worth anything, but it made your kingdom look really, really big on the map. And that just made me feel so good, having that enormous Swedish empire is stretching out on the map. It just made me feel warm on the inside. It's like we're looking at this Roman Empire right now. It's so big. This just makes me happy. It makes me feel cozy on the inside. Seeing all of this beautiful imperial purple is spread out over all of known Europe. I like it. I like it a lot. Yes, I do. I would like it even more if I could take the rest of the world as well. But that's probably something that we will not be able to do in this campaign, because that would take too long. It all depends though. But what I need to do is make sure I can get my next campaign out of the running soon. That's what I really need to do and focus on. So that's something I'm gonna try and achieve in the next few weeks. Hopefully it's gonna happen. But bear with me, because it might take some time, because I'm generally not that quick at doing things. I have noticed myself. Which is something I'm not particularly proud of, but that's just the way things are. Okay, we have an independence faction with that dude. I think he's the next one on my list to die. The King of Pannonia. Why don't you like me? What's your problem? You want the seat on my council. He's a child, so if he were to become the next one, that would actually be a good thing. I might just want to kill him after I'm done with my 2 murder plots that I have currently going. That could actually be a good thing. I really want to do it. I want to catch those people and kill them. That's what I want to do. Because I feel like sieging them down, seeing as how big this kingdom is, going to take a while. And I don't really want to spend that time doing it. To be fair, it's going to take forever. Shepid. It's going to take forever. And Borjin is just getting closer and closer. He's fighting his war. He's actually losing one. He's almost losing 3 of them. I think it's because he's like kind of preoccupied. And those people are actually... They're actually kind of strong, the people that he's fighting against. And his levy is actually not that strong anymore. That's actually very interesting. I find that interesting. Genghis is getting very weak in comparison even to other people that he's fighting against. And he's not even encountered us yet. That's really interesting. Ravenna. Seeing as this used to be a Roman capital a while, I want to actually make it Roman. If you didn't know that, Ravenna was actually the last capital of the Western Roman Empire. And it was sieged down by Odyssey in the year of 476. Or 74, I think it's 76. The year when the Roman Empire fell, or the Western Roman Empire fell. Ravenna was actually the capital. For reasons, because Rome wasn't really the center of the empire by that point. Things changed. They really did. He could be fickle, he could be content, he could be trusting. I mean, making my other sons content is not a bad thing. It's gonna make them stay in line. And Paulus, my other son, he became of age. He's the reincarnation guy. And he actually looks really good. Or he's decent. Those traits aren't particularly amazing, but he has really good inheritable traits. Yes, he does. She's good, but she's a bit old. I really need to get these women married to people, I think. Justiana, you're scaly, but you're beautiful and ingenious. So I think that's a good thing. Still, even though she's scaly, their kids might look a bit weird and feel a bit weird to touch. But still, I think that's fine. Yeah, my son can go visit you if he wants to. By the way, I need to keep tabs on you if you're getting children. Oh, she's only 14, right. It's not gonna happen yet. I forgot about the fact that she was so young. I need to remember... I have to remember that fact that he's going to marry someone, and I want to make sure that that child gets the right name if he's good enough. Because he's going to be the one that we play after my next character, of course. So that's something we need to keep in consideration. Okay, we siege you down. I don't think we can ever catch this dude. He's so far away. And it's taking too long to chase after him. That's the thing. I really like taking these big things, but I hate it just having to. And we kind of pass through this desert or something that's in the middle here. And I can understand why we can't walk just straight through a desert. It's the only something that would kill you. But it's still very annoying. Do I have an organizer anywhere? I think we used to have one, kind of recently. He wasn't particularly good. Oh yeah, Severus. He's an organizer. He's running low on supply. We are starving though, so that's a bad thing. He's only count, but I guess I could be friends with him. I think that's okay. Okay, my shadow has come back. Caesar Dan is an elusive shadow. I could had a good fight for 5 years. Come on. I'm absolutely sure it's locking in there, but it's actually not locking in. That's just... There we go. Had a good fight, stress loss. I don't think... It's critical stress though. I could become wounded. If we lose, of course. Set the plan in motion. Did I get wounded? I didn't get wounded, so I guess I actually managed to win. Yeah, I actually think I did manage to win. Yeah, I had a good fight and I didn't get wounded. That's great. Now my people are starving to death. That's a bad thing, but... In the end, who cares, right? I'm still gonna defeat this guy. My daughter Marina gave birth to a granddaughter of mine, Faustina. Welcome to the family, Faustina. And Dan, Caesar Dan could marry someone. You can marry this old woman, because you're not particularly important. And Victorianus, my son, could have someone. She's really old. Man, she's really old. I'm gonna take someone who's slightly younger, preferably. Publia. I know my people are starving to death, and they're actually starving to death very rapidly as well. But what I really need to do is actually capture these people so I can win this thing. Because it's taking forever. Come on. Yeah, I'm really losing troops now, though. That's the thing. That's a lot of attrition. I'm still gonna win this battle, but that's a lot of attrition. It's gonna make them fight like trash, as we can see. But we finally managed to catch him, and I think that's gonna win us the war. Yeah, it did. That's good. Thank you. And now I can disband them. We finished the Convert Fate task, so that's good. I'll try and Convert Fate in yet another place, which should be where? Things are disappearing, but there's a lot of Hellenic people here in Judea for some reason. Which I find kind of peculiar, you know. Thank you. And this should now belong to... You know what, Liberius? You're now going to become a count. Or not even a count, you're going to become a duke. Because I'm feeling like a nice guy today. But you're going to belong to this guy. Because that's just the way I roll about this. Oh, you're being serious? Is that the size of his kingdom? Oh, my lord, that's horrible. Can someone get rid of this guy? Can you eat him up, Kauskus? Please. Oh man, that's terrible. That's so bad. It's only Crimea. It's only Kingdom of Crimea. I guess the Russians would like that, but still, that's really weird. Man. Okay, I think Borgian actually won something. He did finish some wars. He's getting stressed out. He started to smoke some hashish. Because I think it's finding that something to rest, give me some peace of mind. I don't know if I would recommend smoking pot as a way to settle your nerves. There's other ways to do it, like yoga or exercise, but each to their own, I guess. And I shouldn't really judge people on their decisions, I guess. Although I really like to. I really like to do so. And God will judge them all. Because that's the job of him. That's his job. Yes, it is. Please just give me my men-at-arms. I don't want the rest of them. There we go, finally. And then we can just send them home. Because I cannot actually afford them. We cannot actually disband them either, because we're actually too close to his troops. That's bad, but what can you do about it? Absolutely nothing. Is actually the answer to that. I paid 80 gold for those people. 80 gold. That's a lot of gold for people I don't really need. Oh, I gained yet another son. He is decent, Avistus. Caesar. Why is everyone called Caesar? Is that like... Oh, is it because they're my son or something? Is that like a title? Is that a new thing? I guess it might be. Do I not have a... No, he's dead. I see. My court physician is dead. I guess I need a new one. Gonna look throughout my priests and try and find a new court physician. And I guess I need a new court chaplain as well. Alea, you're a bit old. Titius, I'm gonna find you someone to marry first. Hortensia, have fun. And now, my man, you're gonna become my court chaplain. I'm really giving him everything, this guy. Because I'm a nice person. Domitian, my half-brother, can marry someone. Marry this young woman. And Sempronius, you should have someone be your guardian. Which could also be my court chaplain. And I could demand some payments. That's good. Oh, that's only 1 gold. That was stupid. And 10 gold. Whatever. I wasted that one. Yes, I did. We are getting closer to Genghis, so that's a good thing. Grand Right. That is the best one. And I will get a stewardship perk. That's good. I like it. Thank you. Extort. This one is really good, actually. Because I'm generally at war all the time. This one is really good, too. Because it gives you a lot of money. I'm actually, I think, going to go for this one. Because I really need to be able to keep up with my upkeep whenever I'm raising my troops. That's a big issue that I have currently, so being able to raise it. Okay, so I'm trying to kill my concubine. I'd rather they leave her alone, you know? I don't think she's done anything. By the way, how old are my concubines? Too old. Go away. I know you're related to me, but... like, come on. I cannot have old concubines. I'm the emperor. I need young, fertile concubines to make good children, and they're all related to me. Oh my man. Oh my lord. I'm sleeping with my own family. This is terrible. Oh. Yeah, sure. Right. This is secretary. Never do this at home. Ever. Do not ever do this at home. Ever. Oh, man. This is not Alabama. I'm sorry if anyone is actually from Alabama. He's having a bit of a joke. Okay, my counselor is dead. He died in a siege, apparently. Which means I need a new... He's actually kind of good. I'm severely lacking when it comes to good commanders, you know? That's something that I'm noticing. I'm lacking in good commanders. That's kind of a shame. Sweet Jesus! This guy is amazing! We must be related somehow. We have to be related somehow. Yeah, we are. As I thought, we have to be related because he's too amazing not to be related to me. This man, he's so good. Look at those traits. For like a normal vassal having these traits, that never happens. But he actually has those traits, and that's because he's related to us, which does make sense. That was a bit of a shock. Gonna ransom that person, and I'm gonna keep on. We're actually very close to neighboring Genghis, and he's still alive, which is good. Because he's actually trying to rival the size of my empire. I know his empire for a fact is bigger than mine is, but we cannot see it. But still, I think mine is actually in game we're more powerful, and I really need to get rid of the Abbasids because that's actually buggering me. That is actually bugging me a lot. Them having Sinai. That last thing in Sinai, which is actually the hub. Yeah, I need to do something about that in the future. But I want to focus on Genghis now. That's more important, I think. So if I try and attack you and I go for a duchy, that would actually make us neighbors with Genghis. Which then would give us the opportunity to finally start our conquest against the Mongols. And really show to them who are really the strongest emperor on this planet. Caesar Tiberius, finally of age. Marry my niece, which is basically your cousin then. Because that's obviously a good way to go. Okay, finally my son can marry this woman. Oh, they're already married. Oh, I didn't even have to do something. They just got married. Who is she? Why should I care? She's a shell of a concubine. Who cares? It is petty politics. I don't care about those things. Oh, my brother is dead. The Galician guy. He was infirm and a lot of things. So who's the new king? Who is the new king of Galicia? This guy. He's at least a witch. Like, that's something. Yes, it is. Right. Come on. Come on, man-at-arms. Get raised. Well, I get new perks. I'm gonna go for thriving in chaos. It's not really like I need it, because I generally don't want to be stressed out. If I were to be stressed out, that would be really good. But it's not like I really need those extra perk points. It's generally more important when you're actually weak than when you're strong. Because when you're so strong as like we are currently, you don't really need those things to make things happen. You really do not. At least not in my experience. At least not in my experience. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some levies. Just a few thousand of them. Just a few, and go and kill these people. I'm gonna give them the organizer commander, if I can find him, this one. And just make sure we can kill them so I can... And this other person can be busy at sieging them down instead. Right. And someone's trying to kill my kinswoman. I don't really care. Victoria. Messalina. I really need to keep tabs on that one to see whenever my son and his wife is expecting a child. Because that's generally a good thing, as I said. Because we want to see if I make sure that I really name their son the right thing. There we go. We got finally going to neighbor Genghis Khan. And we are neighboring Genghis Khan now. And I only gained one county myself, apparently. Because these other things just became... One of them actually started belonging to you, but the other thing just became independent. Or its own, we just gained the vassal. So, Genghis, my man. Oh, you're having some issues. Those didn't used to be here. Why are those people independent? Did he give in to something? It's not the reason why. So if I attacked him now, I could go for 2 kingdoms, and none of them are really that good. This one is actually decent, I guess. If you look at the kingdoms within this empire here, Borgian, that's his empire. Okay, really none of these kingdoms are particularly good. Maybe that one, but I think this is mainly because the counties are big. Yeah, I think that's the reason why. These kingdoms are not particularly good at all. That's a disappointment. It really is a disappointment. What I really need to do is take more things here in Persia and take the Abbasids down. But I really want to fight Borjim before he dies and just defeat him and crush those 16,000 special soldiers. So you know what? Actually, this is a decent enough kingdom. It's not terrible. It's not perfect, but it's a good kingdom. So yeah, Genghis, I'm coming for you. And this actually is that's his only work right now. And he's not gonna win it, because we are gonna just kick him down to the ground and just defeat him so bad. Defeating bad. How's my research going? I feel like this really has slowed down. Do I really suck that much at learning? I really don't. Maybe because I have Alexandria. So why is this going so slow? Like, come on. 3 years you're gonna get legionaries. That's something, I guess. Then I really want bombards. I'm starting to think that that's the thing I should have gone for first instead of legionaries, but... Legionnaires. We are Romans though, so... Juliana. That's a good child, except the bleeder thing. Okay, so how strong are they? 33,000 troops. They could have 48 if they really were at their maximum strength. Where did they get those extra troops from? Wait, what? I don't know. Did he just get bigger? Where all my minds? I think my mind is fooling with me. I don't care about Messalina, but I care about ransoming this dude. And I do care about raising actually a lot of troops this time. So we can defeat Genghis in battle. I don't want to lose too much money per turn though, so I'm not going to raise everyone. But I think 60,000 should be enough to beat Genghis in battle if we ever encounter his troops wherever they could be. Which is a good question. Because I actually don't know. And I do want a good commander, and we should just start sieging him down. And yes, I know I could just divide up my troops and carpet siege him down. That's more efficient. But that's not just as fun as having these huge armies march into this guy's territory. Genghis, where are you? I'm looking for you, mighty emperor of the Mongols. Where art thou? He is really good, but she's a bit old. Yeah, sure, she's still fertile, so that's something, I guess. Yeah, she is still fertile. Could call a hunt, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, so where is Genghis? Where's his army at? Where is it? I really want to know, where is Genghis' army currently? Okay. A changing mind. Could be fickle? Sure, I don't care. He's only fighting us, so he should be focused on trying to do something against us. And we are currently in this area. So you would think he would care about doing something, you know? But apparently that's not the case. Oh, I paused. Pardon. He is 58 years old, he's feeling poor. He might actually not live too long. Oh, we could find another university somewhere. Oh! 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 He's really good. Gaius Caesar, amazing. That's really good. And we have a new university in Al-Qawarivinin. I don't really know what that is. It's Fez. Okay, I'm gonna be this guy's guardian and I'm gonna send him to university. I don't really have the money for it right now, but I'm still gonna do it. Because I'm eventually gonna play as this kid. So I'm gonna waste the money now to not forget about it. I just make sure he gets the best education possible that money could buy. You know? Where's his army? Come on, Genghis. This is too easy. This is all too easy. He's not even trying to fight back. Come on. This is... I guess he actually understands he's not gonna win this thing, but still, I want to fight him before he dies. Because he might just die soon. He's an old man. I'm a young man in comparison. Caesar Dang got twins. And one of them is actually really good. And the other one is good, but she's barren. She's beautiful though. So that's gonna help her out a bit when it comes to her fertility. And I think that barren is because of the inbreeding. You know, inbreeding is generally not a really good thing. But who cares? Inbreeding is fun. It gives you amazing traits. So why not go for it? You know? The question is which direction to go. His capital is in this direction. That's really, really far away. So this might actually be where his troops is at currently. Which really doesn't make sense. I really know where he is. I really want to find out where he and his army is currently at. But I feel like he's hiding away from us. That's a big shame. That's a really big shame. Okay. This is me sieging him down. I raised 60,000 troops just to siege him down. And not have a fight at all. And yeah, I am disappointed. But whatever. We will eventually probably fight Genghis. Hopefully. That's my hope. As long as he's not feeling too much of a chicken and he's actually trying to avoid fighting us. Because that might actually be the thing. He's trying to avoid us because he's scared. Oh, and that guy actually left this war thing. Why? Good question. He's sitting there in his capital far away and smoking pot. Sextus, welcome to my university. Wait, where did his capital... Oh, it's still here. I can't see it, that was why. I see. Yet another place sieged down. This is taking a while. We're gonna win this very soon. Used by sieges. So we have a new independence faction. Interesting. He's the king of Caucasus. He's Khazar. As is that dude. But you know what? He's an albino. He's a bit weird. I'm gonna kill him. Nothing against albinos, of course. Just me having a laugh. Right. Why is this guy independent? My niece is bearing my child. Oh, that's so wrong. That is, man. Yeah, that's really wrong. But whatever. It's the way things are, and the way things are right now is that we're actually starving. So I'm gonna take. This is actually potentially really, really dangerous. But I'm gonna take these guys and I'm gonna try and just disband these people because they're starving to death. They really are starving to death. And actually, this place is not gonna make it better. I'm gonna split you in two and you can stay here. You know what? For now. Because they're not fighting me, that's the thing. They're hiding. Oh, she's inbred. She's an inbred genius. How does that even make sense? And I want one of you to go here. Come on. Or actually, go somewhere where you can get your supply back. And these people just go home. There we go. There we go. And those people should get their supplies back. Then I'm gonna try and siege down these last few things. Why are you trying to kill my court chaplain? What has he done against you? Who? Why should I care? He's not particularly strong, he's not scary, he's not anything. I'm not scared of that dude. Malice implicit. This is where Genghis shows up with his like huge army and kills me. It's not huge, but it's not small either. But that's not Genghis himself, that's someone else. How good are those horse archers? As I thought, these special troops are actually kind of good at fighting. Look at them. They're amazing. That looks a bit scary. If you look at my armored horsemen in comparison, they have much better damage though, but these guys have really good pursuit. So if they manage to rout you, they're gonna really, really kill you then with that pursuit bonus. That's good to know. Okay, Genghis is showing up. Finally he's showing up, but he's actually not fighting. Oh, he is. He's here. Genghis finally showed up. A bit late to the party though. And I just disbanded all my troops. Because of course I did. Awesome. I'm gonna try and rout these guys and try and get him in this direction, you know. Oh, he's actually gonna catch these people. You know what then? You need a good commander. And you need to go here and just help these people survive. So you stay. He's 2 years in debt. Yeah, he is. That's a lot of debt. And you are trying to get raised. This is our first fight against the Mongols. And I don't know if these people are going to actually be able to show up before we lose this battle. We might be able to. But then those people will show up and kill us. And yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. And they're going to kill my trebuchets. That's awesome. My poor trebuchets. Hortensia. She's also inbred. Awesome. Oh, I gained a new son. He's actually really good. Except the fact he's only intelligent, which is a bit of a shame. You guys, run away. Oops. So I lost my first battle against the troops of Genghis, but I don't think that's too much of a shame. Because I think in the end that we're actually gonna win this thing. Because I do have superior supply to him. There is Kagan Temujin himself. And in the next episode, Yes, in the next episode, we're going to have a big show-off with Genghis on the battlefield. So stay tuned for that one. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, so you do not miss out on that episode. Because it's going to be epic. Really epic. Look at that those commanding stats. He has 40 of that martial thing going for him. He's really good at fighting Temujin. And of course he is. Look at that prowess and look at that martial. He's a good fighter. Also, like this video if you have enjoyed, and leave a comment down below if there's something that you want to talk about. But thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Take care.